Okay, this video probably won't be a very long one. I wasn't playing Zelda all day today. I played it a bit in the morning, and then I went out to lunch with my mother and my grandfather and my sister and her boyfriend, and then I went back to my dad's house with my sister, and now I'm there, and we're playing board games and gonna watch a movie and stuff. So I'm just doing that now, because it's her birthday. Happy birthday to her. She's been in a few videos. I don't think very recently, perhaps once or twice this season, but she's definitely been in a few videos, just randomly, you know, she just happens to be around. Like she was, I feel like even, I went back and I watched some old episodes, and she was randomly in, like one of the episodes from like the first 2 weeks or something like that, so. Yep. I mean, she's a big part of my life. Closest sister, both in age and in relation, I guess. I do have 4 sisters total, but the rest of them are all older than me. I'm the youngest in the family. 4 sisters, 1 brother. The other 3 sisters just kind of live other places. The brother also lives with my dad, but I don't like him very much. Just in general. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I've talked about him before. I probably haven't, though. I don't really talk that much about family, because that's all personal stuff. That's, you know, that's... Who wants to hear me talk about my family, you know? It's fucking... No. Maybe in, like, a stream or something, if somebody's really curious. But not like this, no. Not like this. There were plans at one point to do a video specifically with my sister instead of her just randomly being in them, because there was one mobile game she was really into on her iPhone, and she was telling me about it, and I was like, hey, I mean, we'll do a video with it or some point or something, and I don't know, it just kind of never came around. Could very well still, but unlikely. Maybe if people demand it. But nobody's really demanding it. I mean, some people can even, like, talk to my sister if they want to. She's not... Well, no, I'm not going to get into that, actually. Because that makes things annoying. Makes things interesting, too, at the same time. I don't know. I'm waiting for something to happen, I think, is what's going on with that situation. But yeah, I'm at my dad's house. We had some food. We went out. We didn't really go out anyway. We just kind of, yeah, we had lunch at like 1 at the diner. She got some fucking crazy ass, like, French toast, but with like chocolate and peanut butter and caramel, weird shit. I didn't know. It looked absolutely disgusting to me. Bananas too. Bananas probably pulled it all together. She liked it, I guess. I got a club though, because I always get a club. I think I've talked about it before. I like clubs. I like clubs at lunchtime and burgers every time else. They were actually having a debate. My sister and her boyfriend trying to figure what I would order. And I think she said club and he said burger, or he said something else. But no. He said something else, but he insisted that it wouldn't be a burger, because there was a likelihood of it being a burger, because I get burgers a lot, but I didn't get a burger because it was like lunchtime, you know? And that he was under the same reasoning that I wouldn't get a burger at 1. So I got a club. And she knew I would get a club because I always get a club. Or a burger. Yeah. And some soup. I got a club and some soup. Some chicken and rice. I like their potato soup mostly, but they didn't have that for the soup of the day. They had crab or chicken, and I don't really eat crab. I feel like they had something else too. I don't remember what it was though. I remember 3 of us got soup and we all got different types of soup, so there had to have been 3 soups. But I don't remember what the other one was. I'm gonna lean back. I'm gonna chill back. Because I want to. Because I'm very tired. I don't know exactly what it is, but yeah. I looked it up because I was curious. I wanted to see how many hours I had put into Breath of the Wild. 80 hours. I have had it for 6 days. I haven't done the math exactly, but I think 6 days or 80 hours is more than half of 6 days. So I've played the game for more than half of the hours that I've owned it. So yeah. Really like that game. No, I'm not playing it though. I could have brought it with me. I didn't really think about it because I didn't want to reset everything, but at the same time I should have brought it with me just to show it to my sister because she has a Wii U. But I think once I'm sufficiently done with it, I'm just going to lend it to her because it's a game she should play because she really likes Skyrim and it's just a generally good game. But at the same time, like, I don't want her spending $60 on a game and ending up not playing it because she's too busy or something like that. I'll just lend it to her at some point, and then let her mess around with it. But I very well could have brought it with me, and I just wasn't really thinking about it. But yeah, so we're playing board games. We played Life, which I don't think I've ever actually played before. Maybe a long time ago. But we played Life, and I did very well because I was very slow. I kept rolling really low things, so I kept getting we didn't even finish the game because I was so far behind. What would have happened was I would have kept going along and just kept continuously getting more and more money until eventually reaching the end. And that's, yeah. We also put a twist on it there, which was fun, which was if you played Life, there are these random scenarios, and sometimes you pick an opponent to do something, and then you just spin, and whoever gets the higher number wins. But what we did instead was we pick an opponent to do something, to do the action, and then the other person, the third person in the room, would judge who did it better. So a model walk, or I think air guitar. At one point I lost air guitar because I tried to do it super slow. He picked up on exactly what I was doing, but at the same time my sister was just going absolutely crazy with it, and he was like, that's fun. So yeah. I don't know. My sister was just fucking around, going crazy, and I was just trying to be realistic with it. I was trying to mime it because I'm pretty good at that, but didn't work out in my favor. But I don't know what we're gonna play next. Eventually, we're gonna watch Fantastic Mr. Fox because I bought it for her birthday. Because she had mentioned it once. Kind of recently, thinking about getting it. If it were used at the DVD place, we probably would have got it. But then I was just like, hey, your birthday's coming up. I'll buy it for you. I didn't think about it at that time, actually. It just randomly came to me at one point where I was just like, oh yeah, Fantastic Mr. Fox. That's a good movie. I'll buy it for you. I called her up and asked her if she had bought it already. And she hadn't, so I bought it for Blu-ray, $10. Pretty good. I could have got it for $3 or something if I got the DVD version, but only with the DVD version. If I wanted to buy it through Amazon and not on Amazon through Amazon, not through a third-party thing, it would only be an add-on thing, which means that I would have to spend $25. I would have to spend $25 total, and then among that would be the DVD. I couldn't even attempt to buy the DVD without spending $25, which I just didn't have. If I worked a bit, maybe. I was considering actually buying Amiibo, the Amiibo tied in with Breath of the Wild, but I don't know, just decided not to. My first Amiibo needs to be special. I don't know, they never seemed that useful to me. I think, of anything Amiibo, I would get Shovel Knight just so that I could do Shovel Knight 2-player, so that I could do it with Ben, because he's really good at that game. He loves that game. Whenever he comes around, he plays Shovel Knight for hours. I'm not very good at it, but it would be fun to play it together, and the only way to do that is to buy the Amiibo. I think. Yeah, pretty sure. But, yeah. Haven't gotten it yet. I think like every time I've gone to GameStop and had money, it wasn't there. But at the same time, I should just buy it on Amazon, because everything's cheaper on Amazon. It's just like, just by definition, everything's just going to end up being cheaper because they don't have to pay for as much labor, or they don't have to account for the chance of theft, you know? They don't have to pay for the upkeep of one single store, and rather just like a warehouse full of shit, you know? It's just everything's cheaper on online. Some things aren't. It's hard to find anything that isn't. Surplus foods usually end up being cheaper in some grocery stores and things, but like toys and shit usually gonna end up being cheaper. Books, for sure. If you buy books used on Amazon, are pretty good. There are other places to get used books pretty cheap too online, or even just like a used bookstore can be pretty good. But you know, that's all local, and whatever they have is just whatever the fuck they have, not absolutely anything, you know? Well, Amazon doesn't have absolutely anything, you know? There are a few things that I've tried to find and haven't been able to. One thing in particular is the Hinako mug. So I've talked about Hinako before, sleeping with Hinako. And at one point, they made a mug with her on it where her breasts are like sculptures, you know? Like, they come out on the mug. You can like feel the boobs on the mug. And I want it. Of course I want it. Because it's hilarious. But I've not ever found a place to buy that at all, you know? So that's sad. But I have found places to buy any of the DVDs and the 2 figures that exist. So that's good. I feel like I heard the gate outside. I could be going crazy, though. I'll know if I hear the door. And then somebody's coming in. I don't think so. I don't think anybody left recently. I don't know. I haven't really been paying that much attention because I've been downstairs and now I'm upstairs. So I haven't really been hearing, you know, the front door if anybody's coming in and out. But I'm pretty sure I know where everybody is. I don't know. Maybe it's the ghosts. My second oldest sister has tons of ghost stories about this house. Just like, so apparently this house is riddled with ghosts, which is fun. They're interesting to listen to. You know, they're spooky shit. She's really good at telling them too. But like, that was also from a time when I think she did a bit of drugs. So, you know, ghosts exist within our minds. It's all psychology. It's just, if you think something's gonna be there enough, you might actually perceive something being there, you know? Like, it's just how the brain works. As soon as you decide that there's nothing there, there's just nothing there. There's just nothing, you know? You have to like literally convince yourself that there's nothing there. And for some people that's hard to do, but possible. Very possible. Yeah. Just drinking some water there. It's like the first time I've drinking water out of a glass that was not my stein. I did not bring my stein with me. It's large, and I didn't have like a bag or anything. I just shoved everything into my pockets. Very large amount of things to shove in my pocket, you know? Like, that's my mic, my blue snowball, which is quite a sizable mic. And of course the mini stand for it that I hold. So my blue snowball in my left jacket pocket. The movie that I was giving her in my right jacket pocket. If I wanted to, I could have put Breath of the Wild in that pocket as well. That would have fit. And then in my right pants pocket, I had a bunch of cords and the stand for the tiny stand for the mic. When I say cords, I mean phone charger, watch charger, and cord that connects the mic to the phone. And then clipped onto my pants was, I guess, my 3DS case with my 3DS and its charger and all that, and then left front pants pocket lanyard and keys, which in itself is actually a lot of shit. When someone once said, after seeing a picture, that's not a lanyard, that's a weapon, because there's just a bunch of shit on there. There's like not even that many keys. There's just a bunch of key chains. Let me look at it. There's what? There's little Nico, who I got from a friend, actually. A friend sent me that for my birthday. So Nico Yazawa, I think it is, from Love Live. Yui, I don't think she has a last name, from Sword Art Online. Yuki? No, I'm thinking of Yuki Nagato. That's not Yuki Nagato. That's Mizure from Rosario to Vampire. And then the Soul Eater skull symbol thing, as well as the whole lanyard is Soul Eater. It's like weird yellow and with all the characters on it. That just came with the lanyard. And then I have 3 swords from SAO, Kirito's 2 swords and Asuna's 1 sword. The 3 tiny little swords just chilling there, all in one thing. And then I have a big metal fake award from my elementary school. They used to do a field day, it was, where you go outside and you compete in events, but then at the end of the day, everybody got a medal. And it's a neat medal too. Like, it doesn't have any names on it or anything, but it's like it's a proper little thing. I don't know if it's that big, but it's quite sizable. It's real metal. Here I can hit it against keys. And it's got a paw print on it because I think it was a wolf. The animal or whatever for my school was a wolf. So I have that. I also have a poker chip keychain because I like poker. And then I have honestly no idea what it is. It's some sort of weird bone thing that my sister got from Hawaii. And she just like gave it back to me, and for the longest time I wore it on a necklace because she gave it to me as a necklace, and I just wore it as a necklace because it was nice, it was like a good luck charm kind of thing. So I wore it as a necklace for a crazy long time, and then at one point I just moved it to my lanyard. It just moved to my lanyard because I got a lanyard at one point. I don't even fucking remember how or why I first got a lanyard, but I put it on that one, and then that one got old. So I switched to the Soul Eater one now, and then finally we also have a mini pocket knife attached to the lanyard. I used to have a flashlight too, but it must have just like broken off and fucking disappeared because it's just gone. It's just completely gone. Very sad. I like that. I might have to find a replacement for that. A little keychain flashlight. Something durable though that won't fucking break off randomly. But there's a lot of shit on there. So that just fills my left pocket. And then, of course, in my back pockets, I have my wallet and a deck of cards. In a back pocket, it's never really specific. Just they're kind of the same size, so I just put them in there. One side gets the wallet, the other side gets the deck of cards. Never really anything very specific. Just that's it, I feel like right side gets the deck of cards more often. But, if you ever see me out on the streets, don't mug me. I mean, you know where my wallet is, but just don't, or don't pickpocket me, I guess. I don't know. I feel like I want to say I'd be the type of person to notice quickly. Like, I want to drill it into my brain. If someone bumps into you, check your pockets. you know. But I've never had it happen before, so I have no idea how I'll respond if it happens, or if I'll even, like, notice, you know. I feel like I'll just be like, oh yeah, no problem, and then just fucking move on, because it's, like, expert pickpockets, you just don't fucking notice that shit. You just don't physically notice that shit. You have to check afterward, you know, with your hands, like, with some pats, you know, or with I don't know, just moving around enough, maybe. But yeah. I don't know. Well, if you make your shit, like, hard to get to, like, there are certain watches that are, like, complicated and harder to remove, so they're less likely to get taken off. And you can get a chain for your wallet, so that it attaches to your belt, or to your belt, or to your pants, which is much better, you know. Makes some noise too, I guess. I don't know, phones and things. Like, if you wanted to steal my phone, you'd have to steal my phone and my watch, which is harder to do in one quick movement, because I don't know, it just is. Like, you'd have to interact with me a lot more in order to do something like that. One thing I hear people do is, like, ask for directions a lot, and they'll, like, show something to you so that your eyes are literally distracted by the thing that they're showing to you, like a map, or like a phone with some shit or whatever on it, because you're like, I need to get to this place. And you're like, oh, yeah, because then now you're busy thinking about the other shit. Now I'm teaching you how to pickpocket. I'm teaching you how to pickpocket. I'm teaching you the basics of pickpocketing, but I'm not, you know, I can't really demonstrate the proper skill of it, but yeah, it's that. It's just distraction, both physical and mental. The physical distraction comes from, like, if they're touching your shoulder, your brain is like, whoa, something's touching my shoulder, and because you're aware of it, like, visually, it's the thing that you're paying attention to, and your brain is like, whoa, something's touching my shoulder, and you're less likely to notice now there's something touching my my wrist, or there's no longer something touching my wrist, or, you know, like, something brushed up, like, against my butt because pulled fucking shit out of it. Pockets, butt pockets. You know, the brain is a very, very simple thing, and it can't concentrate on everything all at once. If it could, we'd all be fucking insane. You know, like, the incompetence of our brain is good. It's useful, because otherwise there would be just too much shit, and we wouldn't be able to sleep. Yep. How long is this video? It's probably good enough. I wonder what they're doing right now. I heard them say something about Ticket to Ride. They might be playing Ticket to Ride, which is a cool game. I wonder if I can jump in that, like, mid-game. I don't know what they're doing. It would suck if they started the movie without me. That would be a dick move. You know? Like, I paid for the movie. I've seen it before. And it's a great movie. It's one of the reasons I would even buy it. Because I already know that it's a great movie. But especially buying it for someone else, you know? But yeah. So I'm gonna do some more shit. And yep. Take care of yourself.